Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're continuing our playthrough of Skies Above the Reich. And we are in 1942. This is mission number 2 of 6 missions. My first mission was, we did an interception, but it was pretty uneventful. Two things that I want to correct. One viewer said, hey, if you're going to do the Schwarm or the Rada, you gotta everybody has to be determined, and I think I did on one of them. For position though, in the rules I don't see where it says they have to be, so only for the other two, so that didn't affect anything that I did, being I didn't get any bonuses for it anyway, and then that caused anything. The other one was I had my fighters were in this approach box, and the Escort could have intercepted them. I said they don't get to intercept them when they're there, but actually one of y'all pointed out that if they're in a box with the arrows, and you referenced me to page 12 in the rules, and sure enough that's what it says. So I was reading it this way, not this way. So if you're in any of these boxes, you can be intercepted. Okay, so we got to remember that. All right, so let's get started here. The first thing I got to roll for is the board. A 1 or 2, and we'll be on board number 2. Otherwise, we stay on this board. It's a 7, we stay on this board. And now, even this formation, odd this formation. Odd. So we stay on formation B. So it's the same one we had before. So I'll make a note of that. Map 1B. All right. Now we're going to roll for our mission type. Set this down here so you can see it. And our mission type is a 7, and a 7 is outbound. Okay, so this will be outbound. And our operation points will be a 4, 6. So I get 6 this time. I had 4 last time. That's better. I can use my full flight on this one. Oops. And then we have to do Escort. And the Escort will be a 6. On outbound, a 6 is light, 5. So they're going to show up on turn 5. And it is Spitfires again. Okay, light, 5, and Spitfire. So we'll take our Escort enters, arrives, turn 5. So I want to get these guys, I want to get in here and hit these guys as quick as I can. And we're going to have Spitfires. So while my board's empty, we'll lay these guys out. Give them a mix again. And it's like the shell game. See if you can follow it. Don't even know what they are. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, good. It flipped over. I didn't see it. 4 and 5. So that's the 5 Escorts. We don't know where they're going to be located at. We just know we have the counters already set. I've already shuffled my deck up there. So now we go to the situation manual, and we find outbound map 1. Here we are. Okay, we got to roll. Oops, do that in my cup. Here we go. And this is for damage, and a 5 is 2 bombers are damaged. It's the 1st and the 4th. Okay. So we pull a damage on the 1st and the 4th. This is flat damage. And he gets a fuselage, and I have to roll to see if he exploded. And the 4th one. He gets a fuselage if he falls out of formation. All right. Here's for the explosion. It's a 10. Oh, bam! He's gone. Oh, I don't get experience points, but I believe I get victory points for that. All right. So he's gone out of the formation. So he's going to be a set these counters out here. So he became a destroyed. All right, now we got to pull for this one. A 10 on this one, and he'll be falling. A 7, nope. So he's damaged right there. All right, well, there we go. Look at there. Okay, I got to roll for my nobody's anchored. So now I do the sun, and the sun is a 7, and a 7 is high flank on this side this time. So we have high flank right here. Okay. Now we have tactical points, and I have a 2. Crap. A die roll of 2. I only have 1 tactical point. Wow. So I can't be wasting them doing a bunch of other stuff. And my flight limit is a 9. Figures 10 turns. So I'm clear up there. So I can hang around a long time. Not that I doubt that I will, but I can. Okay. So that's it for that part of the setup. Drop that down there. All right, so I'm going to have 6 fighters this time because I have 6 op points. So I think we'll take Dahl here. And I see Loose, he got sent out for my can't use him this turn, so let's go with Schmidt. So we'll take Schmidt. And then we'll give him let's see, Dahl can take Grimm and Heller with him. Grimm and Heller, there you go. And Schmidt's going to bring Timming and Richter. Richter, Timming. All right, so there's my 6 aircraft that we're going to use. All right, getting to my other sequence of play. Here we go, move. So there's no escort to worry about. So now it's just a matter of where I want to come in at. This box is -1 to all of these. And this guy's got 1 damage. He's the one I'd like to go after next. Although these guys are more vulnerable now. If I come in on his nose, he's a 1. I can roll out of here. That might be good. So I'll come in. These guys are coming in low right here. And then I'm going to bring Schmidt, Richter, and Timming. They're coming in low here. And if I spin my turns and get everybody up to high, I can come out of the sun with this group. And that'll allow me, let's see, I can have the Schwarm, the Rada, and the position. But the Schwarm's got to be attacked by 4 fighters and not oblique. So I won't get the Schwarm, but I can get the Rada for each one of those and the position and get out of the sun on those guys. So I think that's what I'll do. Yep. I think that's what I'll do. Okay. Now see how this works out for me this time. All right. So I moved into the box. Return. Recovery. Return. Escort. We don't do yet. Cohesion. On the trifold is the cohesion. Each element, but if only 1 or more markers are in the element, damage, proximity, loose, kaput, foam, destroyed. Add the number of markers make a sum, so you roll. So we roll, they have 2. If it's anything above 2, it's 4, so there's no change to its cohesion. Okay. That's going to move us up to turn 2. I do move. These guys are going to go level. These guys are going to go level. I'm going to get in position here to hit these guys. So now this stack is level. This stack is level. Okay. All right. Again, they'll do a cohesion check. Oh, it's a 1. So his cohesion degrades. If the element is neither loose nor kaput, it becomes loose. Okay, so he becomes loose. All right. So this element is now loose. So the whole element is loose. So that's a -1. Oh, this is even better. I'll just put the marker there out of the way. I don't want to cover up any of the numbers, but this is one element and the whole element's gotten loose. So they're having little problems. Go to turn 3. We're at high. We're at high with the sun. Okay. Now they roll again for the element, for the cohesion. It gets an 8. Now it improves. If loose, there is no effect. The element remains loose. Okay, it does not improve. Okay. We move into the approach. And we move into the approach. I need a couple more of my blue blocks here, because we're all high now. And high. Okay. So, this is good. This is gonna have a shot at somebody here. This is a good chance to go after this guy who's already got 1 damage. Already try to hit 2 different bombers and damage them up, but the escort's coming, so I really need to nail another bomber if I can. Okay. Yeah. All right. Feeling better about this one. I don't know why. It makes me nervous. Okay, here we go. Turn 4. Now we go into, I don't have anybody to move. Return, escort, nope. Recovery, nope. Blast and flak. They do a cohesion check again. It could get kaput. It does not. Okay. And now we go on attack. So here we come. So I'm going to get out some more of my blue blocks, because I think I'm going to need them now, because I like to spread my guys out, because I got to give them orders and everything else. So I think this is only a 1 now, coming in here from head on to this guy. So that's where they're going, and they're all in high. So we'll give Dolls coming in high on the nose right there, and Heller is right behind him, and Grimm is right behind him. So these guys are they're all coming in from the same direction. Now I got Schmidt. They're coming in. I'm coming in oblique on this guy, and then I'm coming in oblique and oblique. Here and here. So I got 2 fighters coming in this way. I'll do it this way. Richter's going to go there. Schmidt, Timmy, and they're coming in this way on this guy. Okay. All right. It's our approach. These three are coming out of the sun. So they get those markers. One, let's see, Schmidt is an ace for luck, and Dahl is an ace for aim. So he's an ace for aim, and Schmidt is luck. Put those markers on those guys so I don't lose track of them. Plus he's out of the sun and out of the sun. Okay. And they're both going for, these guys are all determined. Coming out of the sun, he can be evasive, and I still get my advantage position. Oh, more than one out. I did not get the position on him. Huh, how about that? Okay, but I get Rada here and Rada here. I should have brought them guys in those level and I would have got the position. Ah! Okay, we're trying for Rada. I have to do a collision check on both of these. They're all coming in determined because I'm trying to, I got to get some kills. I can't be having these problems again. Okay. Two or more fire same space or by a result of an attack card. When triggered, draw a proximity marker. Alright, so this is Graham's going to be the guy that we're pulling the collision marker for. And it is, whoops, uh-oh, it's a hit marker. If evasive mode, treat as no collision. If determined, flip the proximity marker over and attach it to the fighter. It is hit. So he took a fuel tank hit. Okay. So Grimm's got a fuel tank hit. All right, now I got to check this group. That's why you like evasive when you're doing this, but this one's proximity 2. This would be Timming over here. And what's that mean? Proximity, no collision, no effect. Proximity 2, impact. If evasive mode, treat as no collision. There was no collision, but then there's impact. This is the one I'm looking at. If determined mode, immediately roll a die. If the number rolled is less than the number printed on the proximity marker, a collision occurs. Ugh. 4, no collision. Woo, okay, that was close. No collision. Okay, got away with that one. So my Rada's still there. He took a hit. That's okay. Now we're going to engage. Here we go. Now we're going to start fighting. All right. I'm going to send in. Well, I got to do my maneuvers. I want to stay high with these guys. At least some of them. He's going to do a, let's see, if he flies straight through, he'll come out on their tail. If he, I'm going to roll him to the right. He's going to roll to the right. Heller's going to roll to the right. And so is who do I have over here? Grimm. Grimm's going to roll to the right. They're all climbing, rolling. So they're coming in, hitting and rolling up. These guys are going to do the opposite, and they're going to dive, and they're going straight through. So he's just going to do a dive, and a dive. So they're hitting and going straight through the formation. Okay. All right. I've made my choices. Here we go. Let's start with Let's start with the yellow guys. And this first one is Richter. He's coming out of the sun. It is, that's going to be a 1. He's coming oblique and high. So we pull our first oblique card. And it is high. He's determined. It's a 1. He has to do a collision check. He moves 3 and he scores a hit. Okay, so let's do the collision check. Oops. We'll do the collision check first. And it is proximity with a V. Veer. If determined, roll a die. If the number rolled is less than the number of fighters in the element, treat as a hit result. Uh-oh, I got 6 in the element. If equal to or higher, all fighters in the space break away to tail position. So he's the only one in that space right there. All right, here we go. I need, if the number rolled is less than the number of fighters. 10. He's okay. Okay. If equal to or higher, all fighters in the space break away to tail position. Either return box or boxes. So he breaks away. To the return box. And he was diving, so he's going to drop a level. Okay. So that's oblique. Well, in the Rada space with 2+ fighters, cancel a hit. Okay, we're not there yet. All right, here we come. I have this is Schmidt. He's diving on this one. High out of the sun and determined. Oh, wait a minute though. I didn't finish. That was just the collision. He would have gone 3 spaces. He did score a hit. They can do these in any order. So I still get the hit on this bomber. And I'm picking the wrong thing. It is a engine, and on an 8 or higher, he's going to be falling. 3. Nope. Okay, he's got another hit marker, but I didn't get no points for that one. Okay, these guys are attacking. Now we're going. We're attacking this guy now. Okay, here he comes. High. High on 1, but it's loose, makes it a 0. So he gets do a collision check, a 3, and a hit. Checking for the collision. It is E, 2 TP. Escape. Pay the TP cost and the fighter breaks away. If you do not pay, the fighter exits instead. So he's going to exit. Okay, but first he's going to hit. He's going to exit 1, 2, 3, and he'll be gone. Right on his dive maneuver. He scores a hit. The Rada allows him to cancel a hit, which they didn't hit him yet, so he scores 1 hit. And he's got to exit because he got an engine. There's a chance he could become fallen. Come on, boys. Oh, man. Nope, he took an engine hit. Okay. He's going to go 1. Comes across here. 1, 2. And he will escape. I'll leave his dive maneuver on him. His sun is used up. And he has the luck. Okay. Here comes Timmy. He's attacking from high and oblique. It's a 0 because of the loose. Same thing. Got to do another collision check to see what he's going to do. He gets a veer. Man. Remember, fighters in the element. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eight. It's not. It's a equal to or higher. He breaks away the space. In the space, breakaway to tail position. Okay, so he's going to go to the tail position on his breakaway. At first, he gets a hit. And it is fuselage. Well, I need that 10 again. Make him explode. Oh, a 9. Wow, that was close. Okay, we hit him. Oh, and he's the Rada, so he's going straight through, and then he's going to be a veer. His sun marker can come off. Get that out of the way. He's a veer. And so veer says, treat as a hit result. Flip marker over. If equal to or higher, all fighters in the space breakaway to tail position. Ooh. Oh, he was on his own. He's not in that space. He's going to the tail position. He has to exit. He's going to the tail. All right. Okay, here we go. Here I have, so they still had the Rada there. They can avoid a hit if he gets one. He gets to draw 2 hits if he hits, okay? So he's our ace, firing at this guy from the nose. He's at nose high, and this element's strength is a 2 minus 1, so it's a 1. Nose high on a 1. Darn, no hits. He goes through 2 and he veers, so he's way out here. Okay. So he didn't get anything. That's my nose. All right. Here comes the next guy. He's nose high. It's a 1. Oh, he takes a hit, a 2, and he scores a hit. All right, so let's see what he hits him with. Engine and a 5. And he gets 4. Man, can't get these guys to fall out. It's 2 engines. Okay. He takes a hit, but we'll use the Rada and cancel that hit. And he was going 2. He rolls, so he's right here with him. We used up our Rada right there, and then I got this last guy coming in, nose high. Oh, he gets it's a 1, takes a hit, moves 1, and scores a hit. Okay, let's see what he hits on this guy. He gets a wing and a 9. Yeah, now I gotta roll a 9. 1, of course. Of course. He rolls out 1 spot, so he's here. Okay. All right. Well, I hit him, but I couldn't get him yet. Now I wish I'd had them all shoot at him. Okay, here we go. This is continuing fire on the guy that's exiting. His maneuver was dive, so slow climb, nope. And their firepower out here is a 0, so no damage. So he escapes without any damage, and he's off the board because he had to exit from his collision. Okay, they're firing at this guy, same thing. He's on a dive. Roll or climb, again, nothing, and 0 is nothing, so no hits on him. He moves into this box right here. The bear comes off. Take the maneuver off of him. Okay, they're continuing fire out here at these guys. This is a 0 out here. Confused. If a green pilot after resolving can spend 1 if there is no TP, the fighter's hit. Okay, they were determined, so no hits. So that's a doll. He's going to be returned right here on this oblique. All right, next one. He's on a climbing. Hard roll, nope. A 0, nothing. So they're not hitting me anyway because they don't have the firepower. He goes here, take his maneuver off of him. And then this one has a firepower of 1. And he's also damaged. Lucky shot. If the pilot is expert and a bomber is in its space, that bomber's damaged. Fighter below ML. Well, I didn't have that. And no damage on me, but he's already got damage, but he can't go to his box yet. Okay. Okay, now we go turn 5, Escort arrives. Man, I've got them two on the edge out here. Sure would like to hammer them again. All right. So we don't have to do them yet. We have to do our move. Okay, these guys would have gone here towards the high box, not the low box. Yep. Okay, had them in the wrong box. These guys are in the right box. And when they dive away, hit for the low box. So they'll be in the low box here. Okay. All right, got that straightened out. Wanted to make sure I had them in. that something was not reading correctly for me. Okay, so now we're going to do moves. Okay, so these guys are moving into the high box here, and the high box here, where the sun is. Right there. These guys will move into the low box over here on the tail. And I can tell you they're not going to fool around over there very long either. Because the Escort may be coming in over there. Alright, return. Fighters must leave return boxes. Yep. Or may exit. That's where the fighter exited anyway. I guess he should have gone to the return box. Now I see that the one that I had that was supposed to exit should have been in the return box and exited. I already exited him, so that's okay. It was Schmidt. All right, Escort arrival. Here we go. So we have to roll a die and refer to the station check table. First, we have to do Escort setup, so we got to see where they're coming in at. And we get a 1. And a 1 to 2 is above trailing. Son of a gun. All 5 of them, too. Well, it's kind of good and bad. They're all 5 there, but only one of them is going to get to hit me. So there they are. Okay. They're all in the above trailing. So that's where the Spitfire showed up at, which is good for my guys that are oblique. So I'm trying to get past them. Okay, now I have to do, let's see, Escort present or arrive. An escort marker on the formation map only moves if adjacent to a fighter. Escort stations. Okay, so we did, now we have to roll for one fighter out of there. Escort check. In station, make an escort check. 1 check per station maximum. Okay. So he gets a 7. And he does it. He goes into the box with the most fighters. I'll have 2 and 2. And check, but only for station with escort present, then resolve. Formation map, there's no fighter adjacent. Okay, and I believe if it's tied, I can choose. So let's just double check that. Yep, I get to choose, so we're sending them into this box here with these guys back here. I'd rather them go there than my guys that are coming out of the sun. Although they may get tangled anyway, but right now they're free to go. Okay, now I have to do recovery. Well, they moved in there. Now I have to resolve it. Resolve the aerial combat. All right. So we have. He was coming from above tailing to below. So we got to flip him over, and he has, oh my God, 8 Spitfires. Okay, well, get them out of the way, I guess. So we have 109s. Fighters higher than escort? Nope. More fighters than escort? Nope. So we roll on this column here, this row, the bottom row. All right. Oh, here we go. And he gets a 1. And a 1 is SX. Scattered. Fighters exit. Escort marker returns to below trailing. X. 1 fighter is destroyed. Check for bailout. Fighters escort. Fighters exit. Escort markers. 1 fighter is destroyed. Check for bailout. That's me. I got to bail out. Timming or Richter. This will be Timming. Because he's on top right there. 10. Uh-oh. I don't think that's going to be good. Die roll. Check for bailout. Oh, 10. He bailed out. And they scattered. The fighters exit. The escort marker returns to below trailing. So he goes back to below trailing. Oh, below trailing down there. And they have to exit. They're going to come off the board. Timming bailed out. Check for bailout. 1 pilot experience point for bailing out. So Timming gains an experience point because he bailed out. Not really the experience I was hoping for, but that's what he did. Okay, and they're going to pull off. Now, that's the end of the escort. Okay, so he cleared the tail. Now we have to go recovery. Check fighters with hit markers. Okay, that's over here with Grim. It's a 5 on his fuel tank, a 10. He's safe. Okay, so that was just messed up his gauge, but he's okay. Okay, so die. If fighter goes to the fate box, okay. Shift the flight limit marker down 1 space to the turn track, then add TP. Check fighters with hit markers. Oh, that's for regroup. Okay, so he survived that. So that means I gotta get back over here to this portion of it. Flak, blast, aerial combat, recovery. Okay. Player decides to check, rolls a 6. His is trivial. He puts the hit marker back in the cup. He checks the fuel marker. Let's see. The hit would have been severe. Hit marker. Trivial. Put the hit marker in. There's no effect if the fighter has another marker. Check it by repeating the procedure. So I believe that from there he goes back into the box that he was coming into, which would be over here as a return. And it said on the advanced game, recovery, shift the flight limit marker down 1 space on the turn track. Fighters with hit markers, 1 marker at a time. Did that. Limit marker down. Then add TP, select the box and count the number of fighters in that box. Add an equivalent. Okay, I'm not going to do that. That's to regroup, but I'm going to leave him by himself right there. Okay. So we did recovery, blast flak, cohesion check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he has a cohesion check of 8. Oh, we got a 9, so he doesn't degrade any. Okay, wow. All right. Attack. Nobody's in the approach boxes yet. All right, here we go. It's turn 6. We're getting close to our limit anyway. So we're going for attack right here. He's going to move into the approach box. He's moving into the approach box. And he's coming up here now. Grim is. All right. Nobody in the returns. Okay. Escort. So we got to roll for these two escorts to see what they're going to do. We'll roll for the below trailing first. He gets a 3. Tail low. So he moves tail low. All right. And then out of the above trailing. Dang it. He got a 10. Son of a buck. Box with most fighters. Here he came over there as I was making my attack. Man, I hate them escorts coming out of that above trailing box. Richter, went home. So that flight's all gone. Okay, so we're in escort. This is going to be a Spitfire. It's 3. I have 2 there. Okay, so again, he was above and I was above. So fighters higher than escort? No. More fighters? No. So we got to roll. Here they come. 3. 2 to 5 is D. Dogfight. Fighters and 1 escort marker, dogfight. Move to the dogfight box. Fighters and escort marker remain paired in the box until the next escort phase when aerial combat is resolved again. Okay, so the Spitfire, these guys all move to my dogfight box. All right. Escort, no recovery. Blast and flak cohesion check. Here we go. 2. They degraded. So now they can become element kaput, -2. Okay. No attacks. No approach. Fighters from approach boxes. Spaces engaged. Nope. Okay, here we go. Turn 7. We're going to move. So he's moving there, which will make him out of the sun, hopefully, if he can survive this. All right. Escort. So now we got to check for the escorts again. We have, do a battery change. Okay, this escort doesn't move because there's nobody adjacent to him, so he stays there. So now we're going to roll. See what this next trailing does. Hope it's nothing. It's a 3. Let's see. A 3 is, he moves to tail high. Thank goodness. So he's over here, tail high. All right. So he does not intercept my guys. Woohoo. Man. All right. This escort's in a dogfight. We got to resolve this. So here we go. Everybody's at the same altitude. A 7. 7. Here is a B. Break off. Fighters and 1 escort marker exit. All right. So that escort marker leaves. He's gone. He exited. We used up all his fuel. My fighters exit. So I got 1 fighter left up here now. All right, here we go. Recovery, blast and flak. We do a cohesion check. I don't know that it can change, but we'll try it. 2. Let's see if it degrades any farther, if it's already kaput. Then once cohesion. Oh, if already kaput, 1 bomber falls out of formation. Select the bomber with the most damage. That's him. So he becomes fallen. Now we may have something a little different going on now. because he just fell out of the formation. All right. If none have the most, select one. Then flip the kaput marker is now loose. So it goes back to loose. Okay, so this bomber, this is turn 7. So we put this fallen marker over here, and with him all of his damage goes with him. He fell out right there on turn 5. Now, attack. Approach. Engage. Interception number is the number of turns between the bomber and the fighters in pursuit. For example, if the bomber fell out of turn 1 in the group, attempting pursuit is on turn 3. The interception number is 1. Select a fallen bomber. Its damage markers must be on the turn track. Fighters are grouped to intercept it. Roll a die for each group. If the number rolled is equal to or higher than the interception number, the attempt succeeds. Okay. So, he's in the approach box. Fighters must attack bombers. See the attack phase sequence of play for the steps of this phase. Approach. Shift fighters from approach boxes to the spaces in the bomber formation. Okay, what I'm looking for is when do we get to pursue him? So I got to look at that. So I was doing some quick research just to see if I could go after that guy, but I can't because once I'm in the approach box, I must attack. So he's going to attack. So his, because he's already in the approach box. So now we do the attack. Unfortunately, I was hoping that I could not have to do that, but that's not the case. So I wanted to swoop after the fallen plane, but I can't. So he's going to attack from here. He's coming out of the sun. I'm going to go ahead and give him a dive maneuver, which is roll to the right. Nope, is roll to the left. This way. Okay. And see if I can avoid these guys after I try to shoot him up. Okay. So we're not going to have, we are out of the sun. Just to make sure that there's nothing else. I know it can take off a hit. Let's see, out of the sun. Fighters approached. Yep, out of the sun advantage. Cancels 1 hit. If in evasive mode, roll an even odd number to avoid a hit. I'm not going to go evasive though. I'm staying determined. I'm trying to hit these guys. We're coming in hard at them. I'm coming in. I need something to happen here, but we're coming out of the sun. Okay. All right. Engage. Select each fighter's mode. There's no collision check. Select maneuvers. Did that. Check for advantage. Drop position or swarm. Don't have that. So now we go. He's coming in off of the oblique. He's coming in from the high position. His firepower over there is 0 because they're loose. So I go through 2 and I score a hit. And we roll left, so we go 1, 2 out to here. I score 1 hit on the oblique. All right, come on. Give me something to knock this guy down. And it is fuselage. So it didn't do it. Okay. Well, I scored a hit. I didn't do anything else to him. Okay, he does continuing fire. It's going to be a 0 out there. I did a diving roll, bounced. After continuing fire, if diving or dive rolling, if an escort marker is in the below trailing station. No, he's not. it attacks this fighter. Okay, so they did not. And 0, no hits. So I rolled out of there and got away. So he breaks away. He's in the nose and low. Right here. That took him out, and it took away the sun advantage. So I took a chance that they wouldn't see me. And we dove, and we're in the low box now. All right. Okay, so now we go move. So I got to take a chance here. I really want to go after that damaged bomber. It's going to be turn number 8. We're going to go to the low box because I can't go after him in the return box. So we move there. And then we go escort. So we check for an escort arrival. Or not arrival, but their stations. And I got to see when we have escorts. They're not in the same space, so I think they're okay back there. Escort. Aerial combat, escort attacks. Not there yet. Escort stations, action sequence. Let's see, where's the peel off at? After resolving a box with 2 or more, a box. Okay, so they stay there. They don't have 2 or more. So we roll for this one to see what the escort's going to do. A 1. A 1. He went to the forward stations. So there he is. Okay, I think I'm going to avoid him now. All right. Now we do, that's the escort. We do recovery. Don't have any. Blast and flag, don't have any. We do a cohesion check. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So his cohesion goes to kaput now. They're all shook up over there. Okay. No attack phase, no engage. We go to turn 8, and I'm going to move him, or turn 9, I mean. I move him out there to that box, so the escort not going to be able to get me. We roll to see what those 2 guys do, but I don't think it really matters. We'll start with the above trailing. He gets a 2. He goes to tail high, which puts 2 of them up there. And he goes to a 1 above trailing. So he moves up to there. Okay. Now, got to see if I can find this bomber because I'm about out of turns. So we go into pursuit. Okay, so turns between the bomber and the fighters. So he went out on 5 and I'm at 9. So that's a 4. Okay. So the interception number is 4. Number rolled is equal to or higher. So I need a 4 or higher to intercept him. 7. Found him. Okay. Now we're going to bring on the pursuit map. So this is all part of the optional rules for the pursuit. We'll set it right there in the middle because we're going to be using it now. All right. Shift intercepting fighters and damage markers from the turn track to the pursuit map. Okay. We're going to have a sun marker too. We're going to have to put on there. So that little marker comes off. And his damage markers are going to be here. He's going to have a elevator, 2 engines, and a wing. Roll a die and place the sun marker in the position indicated. Okay. So 8. So it's an 8 for the sun. So this is the sun marker. It's up in front. Okay, multiple fighter groups. Nope. only one fighter group is allowed the first pass. Okay. Which is first? The fighter group nearest the bomber. Yeah. Pursuit map. Use the appropriate pursuit map. That's what we're doing. Pursuit 1942. Damage. Transfer damage markers from the turn track to the pursuit. That's what I did. Okay, place each marker in its corresponding damage box according to the letter next to the... There are two turret boxes, one representing the top turret and the other the ball on the underside. Roll a die to determine which box, even, top, bottom, doesn't have a turret. Okay. Immediately make fire and bailout checks as needed. It is also possible that the bomber is destroyed due to the distribution of damage markers. Alright, so let's start rolling for the bomber and see what he gets. Let's start up here with the elevator. Well, he's a 1. If I get one more hit, he goes down on the elevator. On his wing, he has 1 damage marker. Needs 5 hits marked. So a 9 or 10, his wing shears off. 4. Nope. Engine. We have 2 damage markers. I gain 3 TP. So I go up to 4. Alright. We roll here. A 6 to 10. They have to bail out. 8. They bailed out. So that plane went down. So he had enough engine hits that he went down, but I gained those TP, but it didn't matter. Okay. If the bomber is destroyed during setup, it means the aircraft met its demise before I could get there. Those fighters may not intercept the bomber, but the Stoffel earns EP and VP for the destroyed bomber. So the Stoffel got EP and VP. Okay. Well, that's something. He went down. Okay. Tactical points. Transfer TP from turn track to the TP track on the pursuit map. Well, I don't have to now because he's already gone. Alright. He's gone and I'm gone. I go home. So Grim flew after him. Couldn't find him. That's the end of that. Okay. So we didn't get to do a whole lot of the pursuit, but at least we got down there and the bomber went down. And I'll take that as a victory today because those escorts were giving me fits. Man, wish I could get away from them sometimes. All right. Hey, that's going to conclude mission number 2. So, did a few things different. I think I'm pretty sure I got it all right, but as usual, sorry, hit my little mount. As usual, oh, I got one other thing I got to do. Stoffel erosion here. This is a part of the end sequence here. We're going to do this. So we're going to roll for Stoffel erosion and see what it says happens. So I got a 2. Pilot transferred. Lose 1 pilot. You may replace him with a non-green pilot. Okay. So pilot number, we'll take Bauer and transfer him. So we're going to line him off. We're going to replace him with, can't write very well. Replace him with Braun, which is German for brown. That's me. Okay, so we replaced him. He's not green, so that's good. Okay, so that's part of our Stoffel erosion. But Bauer transferred out. Probably got promoted. Okay, all right. So, like I was saying, that's the end of mission 2. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And as always, leave me your comments. Give me a like on the video, please. And we'll see how the next one goes. had a little better day today because I gained a couple experience points for the Stoffel and a couple victory points there. So that was a good thing. And Timmy got an experience point for bailing out, so he survived. So that's a good thing. I think it brought him home. Okay, so he can lives to tell the story. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.